I'm Austin. This is Dungeons and Dracon Beams.
Previously on Dungeons and Dracon Beams. Emma closes the door and stares at the picture of Zach that's magneted to the fridge, her hands lingering on the handle as she studies the face before her, all of his chubby baby fat that he had left. The photographer had told him to put his hands in his lap, and as he held his arms awkwardly and smiled that gap-toothed baby smile, she loved it so much. Her smile turned to a frown, though, as she put herself in Mary's shoes, begging for any information about where her son was. Zach would never be in that situation, right? She resolved to ask him about Grant. It was the least she could do. The soft shuffling of papers reveals a bright-eyed little face staring up from the past as Kamren and Savannah study a picture of sweet baby Kamren. His mom and his dad, his sister and his brother, and young little Kamren staring up, smiling at the camera, giddy over the win against the Bulldogs. Swept up in the memory of it all, Kamren starts to share a little bit of his history with Savannah. Mark glances up at the framed picture on the kitchen wall. He and his wife, no longer with us, beaming, arms wrapped around their little girl as she laughed. They were standing under their favorite tree in the backyard of their old house. A familiar feeling squeezed his heart, but just briefly, as he looked back down to the plate and contemplated it for a moment, before reaching into the pack of Oreos and dropping another row. He heard the front door open, and he grabbed the plate of cookies in one hand, and in the other the note he had written. Dylan had experienced enough loss in her life, and Spider may not seem huge in the grand scheme of things, but it was yet another heartbreak. And he was going to do what he could for her. If a day off from school to grieve was all she needed, then he was happy to acquiesce. Yellowing paper curling at the edges displaying a rendered aerial view of the surrounding forest, with the exception of harsh black lines that are transecting the trees, marking the pathways that humans, tailed by 7-foot-tall goblin-bladed monsters, would walk. If only they had looked and picked natural pathways, it would have been so much harder to spot what they were doing as 6 birds of prey flying overhead viewed down with their incredible eyesight. And they wouldn't have slipped past so easily and arrived at the inconspicuous shed that obfuscated a terrible secret. And that's where we are now.
Two mice scurry through the forest and then into the grass and then across the grass towards a shack that sits waiting with a man outside. Roll stealth checks, Matea and Savannah.
Can I help? I got all 8 of my eyes looking around.
Yes.
I'm covering one of the mice with my chitinous. What are they called? Someone who knows bug stuff.
Wings.
No,
Wings.
The wing covers, the wing casings.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
No, yeah, Austin.
So I looked it up, and they're called elytra. That's the coverings. The forewings are indeed the first set of wings.
No bonus to that? There should at least be a +2, so go
Yeah,
ahead
there
and add
should.
+2 to your roll. All right, 17 for Savannah, 15 for Matea.
17 for Matea.
Oh yeah, true. She gets it too. As you two weave in and out of each other and scurry along the ground silently. Now let's see if you can get there fast enough before anybody sees you. Athletics checks.
Yeah, it's not good.
I'm gonna give advantage because of scurry. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can we use that scurry instead of just a straight athletics?
Yeah, let's actually do that because it just doubles your movement.
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
I think that also plays into it. The mouse is built for moving fast and getting away. There's no reason you can't flip that to get to something and be silent as you are. So yeah, as you guys scurry, stopping underneath leaves and different brush that has fallen over to stay out of the way.
I was imagining the opening of Rescuers Down Under where there's all the brush and you just see the
Exactly. And before you know it, you all find yourself at the base of this chopped up wood pile right outside the shack. Anyways, you find yourself next to a pile of cut stacked wood outside this little shack. As you pop through this little opening, the dust kind of flows up into the air, and it's pretty bare in here. Rug, table, chairs, stove.
Does anyone hear anyone coming up through the hatch? Maybe we could sneak in while it's open.
Perception checks with advantage, as I'm just going to have Aximili, Matea, and Kamren help.
I don't hear anything.
Nobody hears anything except Savannah, and it's far, far off. But your little mouse ears pick up just an echoing of footsteps coming from like below.
Coming up? Okay.
As another step hits and another step hits, you see Matea's ears are kind of wiggling too as she starts to hear it, as it sounds like something's ascending the steps that you know are below that hatch.
Sounds like somebody's about to come up. We should both try to kind of get over there, and when the hatch opens, give them a second to step out and then go for it.
I will follow your lead. You want to hide in here? Like,
I
just
would
make
love
sure
to hide under the rug. Like, I would love to look for a little tented part of the rug and like scooch on in there.
Roll a stealth check with advantage, and Matea will as well. And remember that +2. 13, 17. You get under, and as you're under there, your tail is kind of sticking out. Matea goes in right behind you. About a minute later, you hear the click of like a latch opening, and then the hatch starts to come up and pull the rug. Matea kind of like looks over and sees that your tail's still out, spins around, bites it, and pulls it under the rug with you guys.
Hey.
Sorry, you were exposed.
Fine, thank you.
And the latch comes up, and you see another human come out.
I don't even think they're like, I think it's like the guy, his foot is out, like one foot is out of this thing, and they're going in.
You all dart in and dart down, and then with Flea and Scurry, you guys move down the steps. It's steps. It's straight up metal steps. When you get in here, you feel like a more comfortable breeze, a cooler breeze coming up from the bottom. As you all descend, it takes you a little while. 3 floors, 4 floors. Make another perception check. All of you all hear this. There's footsteps now coming from above, coming down.
Are they getting closer to us, or do we just hear them also? Okay. Should we scatter?
We can scatter. I think like once they're down, like trying to remember the schematics, what do we know about like how far down we're trying to go? Because I remember we had the map and everything. So like where are we in the grand scheme of things?
So from what you guys know, this leads down about 10 floors, and then you come to essentially this base, the base as a whole. There are different hallways in the base. I'll say with the schematics you got, you know that you can get to the hangar 2 ways. You can go straight as you get out of this hallway, go down and out through like a main hangar door, or if you go left, it leads to another little corridor that leads down some steps and then out into like a regular doorway.
Okay, so we have a ways to go is basically what we're saying.
Yeah, you guys have made it to like the 4th floor, and it is like the platform stairs that you would see in like any normal building where they go one way and then go the other way down, and there's that platform that meets them. 10 floors of that. You all are on like the 4th floor.
We have about 6 more floors to go. And then like while saying that, like, so I don't think we should split up yet. Can I use, this is a thing that happened, a reaction is reacting to a thing that happens. Can I use that flea to get away from this guy that's walking down the stairs?
If you want to do that, you will come out of stealth, but you can get away from him faster.
Yeah, stick in stealth then.
Scurry up the wall, like as high as I can.
All right, roll a stealth check.
23.
As you scurry up a wall and kind of hide in a corner area, you all hear the steps enter on the platform you all are. Matea's in this corner, kind of curled up, hard to see her. Savannah, you're in an opposite corner, and there is a light kind of shining just around where you are, just right outside of you. So I'm going to give this guy a perception check, just as he like looks around as he's going down. I'll do it with disadvantage. Yeah, he just keeps moving. Doesn't even glance away.
Before he's out of range, I'm going to private thought speak to Savannah real quick and be like, do you want me to hitch a ride on this dude? Would that be advantageous in any way?
I mean, you could try, but we don't know that he's going to the same place we are. We have 6 more flights to get down.
He's going down.
You can give it a shot if you think you can do it without alerting him.
He's stepping now out of the platform that you all are on, so if you want to do it.
I'm going to try to fly over to, like, his belt or something that he won't feel.
So this will be a new stealth check as you land on him.
Okay. 22.
Yeah, he like has this collar on his shirt, and you kind of land right on his back and kind of crawl into the collar.
Yeah, crawl right up underneath it. Okay, I'll see you later. And then I start counting, how many, because he has to turn for every platform, is that right? Yeah, so we're going down 6 more. I'm just counting.
And Savannah, do you follow, just stay behind at a
Yeah, we're trying to
distance,
follow.
or?
We're trying to, I mean, it's kind of like we're in a race to the bottom, Austin.
You guys keep moving down, and you get to the bottom, and he opens this metal door. It has like a little window, a square window at the top, a metal handle. He pulls it down, pushes open, and he walks in. The door is closing behind him, but if you guys want to go, you can.
Yeah, for sure.
You scurry out the door, and as he's still walking straight, you guys taking your surroundings. As you all exit the stairwell, you're in a hallway with cool lights illuminating the area. There's a door to your left and a straightaway that leads to more stairs. And then at the end, there's a door, but also another left turn. And it looks like there could be a few other doorways along this hallway, but you can't be sure from where you are, like which ones are doorways and which ones are just open areas. But this guy keeps moving down the hallway straight.
I'm on this man.
The guy keeps moving.
Yeah, I'm just going to fire off one more time. I'm going to stay on this dude. He might go somewhere useful.
Don't get trapped. Don't get too far.
Roger.
Savannah's just going to keep heading towards where they're going to get onto this ship.
Well, there's 2 ways you can go now. So,
There was 2 ways we could go before.
but now you're here and you have to decide which way you're going to go. There's a straight way and there's a left way.
That's 3.
Or back. Yeah, there's 3.
Mm-hmm.
And tell me some more information about these, what they look like, where they go. What do I know about them?
So in front of you is just a hallway that leads down. You can see another door at the end, and then it turns left. From what you can see right now, looking left, there is another doorway. You can't see through it though.
Okay. Can I dig into those little mouse instincts a little bit and see which one my mousy brain feels like, oh, there's more cover this way, or there's just kind of lean into my morph?
What I think that will tell you is leaning into it, it will say stay, I guess, close to the walls, in the corners, because as you look down, it's pretty bare. Besides the steps that go down that hall, that just take you a little bit lower, there's nowhere really to hide. It's a bare wall. The mouse brain would also say look for holes.
All right, speaking to Maitea, Axe, and then everybody that's still with Savannah, she's just gonna be like, all right, shall we head straight down this hall still? Keep trying to stay hidden?
You see a little mouse on the other side just nod its head.
Maitea is like, I've adopted Earth customs and I will use them at all times.
Yeah, you guys can scurry down. If you stay going down this straight hall, you do run into another door to your left. You still can't see in it because there's, that window. But yeah, we'll just keep going. As you guys keep following, the guy that Zach's riding turns left. Roll perception checks as you guys get to the end of the hall. Zach, you can roll one as well. And this is sound-based.
With advantage, right? Because of the help action, right?
Also, mice have a keen hearing.
Would a spider who has 8 eyes?
You should get 4 perception checks.
Yeah. And is being told exactly where to check out by the mouse that they are writing currently.
This is hearing based. If it was sight based, I would
Oh,
let that.
okay. I give my nat 20 to Alex.
Why do you do that?
What rule is this?
Pretty good one.
Yeah, it's always
Yeah.
been a thing. Yeah.
It's Jenna's gift, obviously.
Yeah, clearly.
Jenna's
Duh.
kindness.
It's written into the book.
Jenna's kindness. That's really good.
All of you see everything. It's a wide open space as you get to this corner. But unfortunately, line of sight is keeping you from seeing anybody in the immediate area except the guy that Zach is riding on. You do notice there's a door at the end of the hall, and with the perception checks that you guys have, there is muffled voices coming from behind this door, and it sounds like the guttural speech of Hork-Bajir.
So we're gonna just kind of turn left away from the Hork-Bajir door. There's Hork-Bajir behind that door. We're not going there.
Okay, and homie came out this way. Got it.
Now, say as you get here, Savannah, right before you turn the corner, Jenna Pippin scurries like to the front and catches a glance of a reflection off of one of the walls and see that there's two more guards towards the south that wear golden accented armor, and they carry Dracon Beams.
Oh, we got two heavy guard off to the left.
Savannah will skid to a stop in the corner there. Is there anywhere around to like kind of duck into, like in the corner? Any little space?
Roll a perception check with advantage because of
Sure.
Pippin looking around the corner.
Sure.
You don't see anything that you can quickly get to. I will say, though, that there was like a little alcove back in the hallway that you could maybe hide in, but it's 25 feet back, something like that.
All right, Savannah will just start like kind of backpedaling a bit, and like the second that like something kind of like movement crosses her sightline, she'll freeze, but she'll just be saying like, all right, be ready to scatter.
Will do.
Dylan's gonna hop off and go crawl onto the wall where she can see these guards.
Yeah, they're standing there. Every now and then they'll kind of like shift their weight. They seem to be standing in front of this big metal sliding door, and there's like windows in it, but it's hard to see from the angle you're in, like what's going on in there. But they seem to be standing guard outside of this room.
Okay, and they're looking down the hall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should I stay on this guy, or do I need to bail?
You need to stay out of sight. They are looking directly down the hall.
Okay.
Are they turning away at all or doing anything that would give us a chance to get past?
Not right now. Man, I wish I could bite things.
Well, we could chance the Hork-Bajir door. That's still behind us.
Do you want me to crawl up and see if I can see through the window?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. And I'm gonna scurry up the wall and go to the ceiling and go toward the door. The one that the guards are guarding.
Roll a stealth check with advantage.
Okay. Ooh, thank God.
As you're scurrying up the wall and to the ceiling, you see the guy that Zach's underneath his collar. The hangar doors kind of release and slide open slowly as he walks through them and into the hangar. As you get up there and you got a better angle at the door, roll a perception check.
Okay. Wow.
It's hard to make out any detail like from the angle you're on, and they're kind of sitting towards the back of the room. But you see there's two figures in there. One of them is bigger than the other, but human-sized. It's a woman, but that's all you can tell.
We've got one woman and one smaller thing. And then that's all I can really make out. But Zach is now in the hangar.
Smaller thing, like smaller.
Just smaller than that woman.
Okay, got it. Okay, so Zach's in the hangar. That's where we have to go. We don't need to get past that door. We just need to get past these guys.
Prince Savannah, the blueprints that Xander gave us, there is another way to get to the hangar back the way we came if we cannot find a way through here. But we do know the hangar is right there, so.
Yeah, but it's not that much further back to get to the hangar. Dylan, do you think you could get into the hangar following Zach around the corner?
I can certainly try.
Okay.
And she's going to take off across the ceiling. In the corner.
Yeah. You're stealthed up. You're good. You're rolling through. But the doors to the hangar, as the man went through, are starting to close. So to get there in time, you need an athletics check. You crawl on the ceiling, and as you go to move, you see the doors close.
I didn't make it.
It's okay, we're still here. Come back, and then we'll try the other way.
I'll get him moving. Just give me some time.
No, it's okay. I'll go with them.
Okay.
Zach, what were you doing?
I would like to look out of this man's collar.
Give me a perception check as you peek out with disadvantage.
All right, so at disadvantage, I have a fuck you, I think is what I have.
Great. Here's where it all goes to shit.
Can't wait.
As you kind of peek out of this collar, you feel a hand kind of slap on to the collar and kind of pull it. It doesn't shake you out or anything, but you don't see anything.
Well, I'm going to get back under the collar and just listen.
You do hear like muffled voices and screeches. So yeah, you're moving in darkness and silence. Well, not silence. You hear muffled stuff all around you, Zach.
Okay.
The rest of you are moving back down the hall. Savannah?
If Dylan's back, yeah.
Dylan is back. You can be on the ceiling, Dylan, or you can have rejoined them on Savannah.
Yeah. I get all nestled up in Savannah fur. My little spider toe beans are curled around a hair apiece. Yeah. She doesn't do that. That's a Jenna intrusive thought. No hya from Dylan.
Yeah, from Kamren.
Zach is going to occasionally do comms checks, and I might even just say like, comms check, can you still hear me?
Yeah, and like Savannah will be telling you, like, I think Savannah's it's open to everybody, but it's thought speak back to Zach of like, here's what we're encountering, here's what we're seeing, here's where we are, like basically trying to give him of like, here's when we're going to meet back up, and or here's what we're encountering in case there's something on Zach's end that he can like tell us to help us.
As that first thought speak check comes through, it's already starting to get faint.
Cool. Love that.
Savannah, as you scurry back around the corner, if you move down a little bit, you do see this little alcove. It looks like a little maintenance hatch area where they have like circuit breakers and things like that.
Okay.
Just this little area. There's like pipes and stuff. There may be a place to hide here, but there's not, you can't really go anywhere from here. It's just like a little nook.
But there's pipes and things.
Yeah, like pipes to the wall. They do go into the ground. There's no spaces for you to like fit down in there. There is like a grate here, so maybe some of the bugs could get down in there. But
the grate doesn't go to the like the grate's not going anywhere we want.
As you kind of like look down, you see it's just a drain. It leads out into like or down into like
drain
dirt
places.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, I think just keep going. There's nothing in here that's giving us signals that we should be going in here.
There is, if you keep going down, there's another alcove with a doorway. And then you remember further down in the first place you were, there was a doorway to the left as well. Both doorways lead to the left. None on the right.
We go to the doorway, and there was one of the doorways earlier on that you mentioned, like we know that that's an option to go to the hangar. That's
the
way
first
further
one.
back. The first one. Okay. So we don't want to head that far back. We want to try one of these doorways first.
Yeah, so you get to the doorway that's not all the way back. It leads to the left. Metal door. The bottom's it's not like a sliding door or anything. It's a swinging door. So the bottom has like a little crack that maybe some of the bugs can fit through.
And maybe a mouse.
Maybe. It would be a very, very tough squeeze.
They can do very, very tough squeezes.
You can give it a shot.
They can, if they can get their skull through it, they can get their bodies through it.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying will be tough for this mouse.
Give it a shot. And she'll warn them first. She's not going to try to squeeze into the door. She's going to be like, we've made it to this door. I don't know that I can get through. You guys probably could, and I'll give it a shot.
If you want to roll an athletics check to try to squeeze through, but Aximili and Kamren will scurry off of you and get like in the door crack waiting on you.
Question on this athletics check. Because it's not like an athletic strength, is there anything I can use like with what I have as a mouse to make that like at advantage or something like that? Because it's not like athletic, like I'm trying to lift the door, which would be crazy. It's like squeezing through, which is something like a mouse can do.
It's like pushing yourself through. I'll give you advantage on it.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, easier than you thought. You find like at the corner, there's a place where like the little flap thing at the bottom raises up and you manage to scurry your way through. 2 cockroaches come out the other side beside you.
Dylan scurries out behind you.
And with advantage, Matea, you just see her whiskers kind of come out. I believe my mouse is a little bit bigger than yours.
Is there anything in this room that looks like... This is going to be such a weird question for a Yeerk base because the answer is no conceptually, but is there anything there that's like ADA compliance button, open the door, hold the door open automatically? Is there anything around that's like, we can make this happen?
Roll a perception check.
Okay. This mouse is really doing a lot of work.
Yeah, as you kind of like look around and survey, you see that on this door, there's not a handle. There is a button to the left of it, about 4 feet off the ground.
But I'll be like, there is a button to open the door about 4 feet up on the left-hand side of the door.
Sweet. Dylan is going to hop off and climb up the wall. And she's like, I'm going to try something, but you keep looking. And she's going to start connecting web from one side of the button to the other and just whoop, 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 back and forth, trying to compress this button.
Yeah, as you're doing that in Savannah, you're looking around. You do see on the south wall, there are what looks to be like sink, a refrigerator, food prepping area, and then a table to the left side on the wall with 2 chairs. And then there's another door at the back side of the room.
I think this is some kind of break room. There's like a refrigerator in here. There's just like a desk to hang out at.
I guess the Yeerks get bored too.
Or need breaks as well. Do we think there is any likelihood that this will lead into the hangar, that there's any connection to the hangar if it's a break room? And that's like kind of directed to everybody, but I guess Andalites mostly.
Aximili will say, if it were me, I would keep the break room close to where the work is getting done so they could get back to work.
Sorry, is there any shot I can hear any of this? Thought speak wise?
You get faint voices, and some of it cuts out.
If I got the gist of the question that Savannah asked, Zach will pipe up and be like, you're close enough that I can almost hear you. And I'm trying to project as hard as I can at the group. Look for an air vent or something.
Okay, yeah, she'll look for an air vent then. She'll keep looking while Dylan's working on this button.
There is an air vent, and it's above the door all the way to the other side of the room. There's also one on this side above this door.
Okay, yeah, I think, okay. I think there's, and like she'll head towards the first one then, like as she's looking around, or like rather, I think she's talking to everybody, including Zach, as she goes around. So theoretically, the thought speak would get stronger as she heads. As
you move up, yeah, the thought speak, Zach, you hear Savannah a little bit easier, like a little bit clearer now.
You're getting closer. Keep talking, and I'll try to use this to kind of like triangulate your position.
All right, so I think then it makes sense to try and go through this door. And like Savannah is now internally panicking at the thought of keep talking. And so she's just going to start saying what she was going to say, but slower. And like, that's just the reaction. So she's like, so we'll head towards this door and try to get through here with the air vent.
That was insight to see if Zach could tell Savannah was panicking from that.
How'd it go?
I got a 14, unless I get advantage for some reason because we're best friends.
If it's my call because it's against Savannah, then yeah.
Yeah, you get it. Okay. Yeah. That's what she said. Yeah.
Then I will throw a private thought speech at Savannah and be like, hey, you calm down. You don't have to freak out. I just meant occasionally make sure you're firing something off so I can tell where you're at.
And so when you started private thought speaking, dead silence to everybody else from Savannah, who was previously just speaking very slowly. But then she'll just be like, okay. Yeah, I think it's this door. We'll see if we can get my Taya in here and then try again.
And in the background of everything that's happening, you'll hear a little bit of silence and then a little bit of silence and then a little bit of silence and as she's like crawling back up and then jumping back down.
Little link noises. I love that.
Dylan, you see you have so many webs wrapped around this and the button is starting to depress.
Oh, I'm getting somewhere.
Savannah, you were wanting to check this door out up at the top here?
The top door, because that's where the signal is getting stronger towards talking to Zach. So she's checking out that door and she's checking out that air vent up top.
This door does not have a window and the air vent is, above the door.
High.
Yeah.
Okay.
There is a crack that you could get in, but just looking at this door, it's hard to discern what anything else would be behind it.
Can she sniff under the door crack? Like,
yeah.
Just little mousy, like,
yeah. Roll a perception check with advantage.
I'm so excited. 17.
You get an unpleasant smell with your mouse senses here. It smells like feces.
Dookie.
Yeah.
Okay. Have I smelled it before?
Yeah.
In any morph? Like specific, like is it a very specific, like, okay, it just smells like just poop.
It's a bathroom is what you can kind of
It's
discern.
toilet.
Got it. So this is where Alex went. Alex was like, in her mind, Alex was like, I think what Austin's trying to tell me is this is a tunnel being dug out by Taxons because we know that they poop out the dirt at the same rate that they take the dirt in, and that's what they're built for. Alex went full Animorphs and forgot that people have to poop.
People shit, yeah.
Everybody poops, Alex.
So do Taxons.
Yeah, so do Taxons. Right.
All right, so not that door.
Yeah, not that door. As you come to this conclusion, Dylan, make me an athletics check with advantage.
Bro, I'm a spider, man.
As you swing back and try to collide into this button, it just doesn't move. You hear Kamren say, hey, you want some help?
Yes, please. And she's gonna start doing loops with her web, like making loops with it, and just lower a loop down. So she's got this button like fully webbed up, and she's just gonna start lowering this little like spider chain loop web rope thingy down, and be like, "Can you please just pull this, and hopefully we'll get it."
All right, come on, Max Man. And you see down at the bottom, two little roaches grab this little net and pull, and you give another athletics check with a +5 and advantage. Actually, fuck the check. The door opens.
Thank God.
Yeah, you guys press this in, and as the door opens, you see a little mouse scurry in.
Oh, thank God. I think I'm out of web. And Dylan's gonna start like pulling all the web off the button and like tucking it away.
Whoa.
And try and hold it, like hide it somewhere.
Oh, I thought you were going to recycle that stuff.
How would I do that?
Stick it back
How would
in.
I do
I don't
that?
know.
Oh my God, it doesn't work that way. Spinnerets don't work that way.
Maybe you could like put it in a rope and then just carry it on your back, like wrap it around in a circle. This is
Well,
stupid.
hey now. No, that's a pretty cool idea. Have like a little spider bayonet.
Ooh.
Hang on. We don't have time. We don't have time for me to make a bayonet.
We can do it
Or
later.
whatever it's called. Bandolier.
Yeah. Those things you put babies in.
Nope, that's a Bjorn.
Oh. Matea looks down. We should get through the other door. We'll cut to Zach.
Thank God.
Your thought speak as you kind of are doing this constant communication is actually, you feel yourself moving. It's actually getting stronger.
Okay. I don't think that it's just because of them. I think maybe I'm also getting closer.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll communicate that to Savannah.
I was going to say, between your all's constant thought speak, you know that they're still in the same room, and it's got significantly stronger.
Yeah, I'm just gonna straight up say, like, I think we might be actually heading your way, so you might want to make sure everyone's out of sight.
All right. And I'll assume like everybody can hear this, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. Then Savannah will just kind of do like a quick like pick up the cockroaches that are in the area and like get under something. Cause like looking in this room, there's a desk, there's like shadowy places to hide. There's like she can find a hidey hole in here, especially with warning. Okay, great. Yeah, she'll do that.
Have I heard any more doors open and close?
You haven't heard specifically doors open and close, but the communication of the Hork-Bajir human voices and now what you recognize are Taxon screeches are louder now. Like you feel like you're right beside some Hork-Bajir and Taxon.
Okay, I just want to make sure I'm not like we haven't left the hangar.
No, you still hear hangar sounds. If you want, you can try to peek out again. I will say you're pretty close to, you're pretty close to people right now.
If I'm that near a bunch of other voices, Zach's gonna stay put. I just wanted to like try to catch a glimpse real quick before, but I don't want to risk being seen.
Give me a hearing-based perception check.
Okay. And I'm going to use Zach's stats because that's what I'm supposed to do.
Yay.
Fuck yeah. Oh, do I get advantage?
Do you have advantage?
Yes.
Why?
Because it's Daredevil rules, right? I'm not using my eyes, so my ears are extra good.
Well, he has superpowers. You do too. Technically. Yeah. But your cockroach doesn't. Sorry. You have to take on the traits. With a 5, you can't understand the what's it called? Is it
Arfnash?
What's the common
Gleet biofilter?
No.
Gleet biofilter.
Not the Gleet biofilter.
Hi, creeps.
Hello. Gallard.
Oh, Gallard. That's it.
You hear Gallard and can't understand it.
It's where my favorite Pokemon's from.
This guy does continue to move around. The thought speak doesn't get any more fainter or anything like that. So it seems like he's staying in the same spot.
I want to know what he's doing. Is he just checking in on people? Is he carrying a fucking coffee cup around and lumberging it around the office? What is he doing?
He's staying in one place now, and you do feel his like shoulders and arms moving.
Okay. Like someone who is lifting shit and moving wrenches, or like someone who is typing like a cat?
With that perception
With a
check,
5,
you
there's
can't
no
really
fucking
tell.
way to know?
Yeah.
Cool. Love that.
Zach, can you see the ship from where you are?
Can't see shit. I'm under a fucking collar. Sorry, I came in a little hot. There's a ton of Hork-Bajir and Taxons around, as well as other dudes. My guy is just like kind of in the mix. I have to assume this is where a ship is, but I really don't want to like risk being seen. I don't want to look out there, and I can't hear shit.
Have you attempted to call out for Xander? That's who we're meeting here.
Yeah, he is supposed to be here at some point. Yeah.
Have you tried calling out for Xander?
No, but I'm a little further away. No, I'm further. Logically, I'm further
I've
away.
already
Zach.
called out for Xander at this point. I literally go, Xander! Like,
You don't get a response.
well, I wouldn't. Xander, if you can hear me, drop something or something. I don't know, make a loud noise. And I like try to hear like a really loud clatter.
There is a lot of noise going on in here. Nothing that you can discern that's out of the ordinary, like anything that's supposed to be louder than what it is.
Okay, well, we're here. We're all kind of fucked right now. We can't get it anywhere, so just heads up.
Back in the room with Savannah, Dylan, and Kamren and Aximili and Matea, Kamren says, "Are we gonna stay in these morphs the whole time? Or are we doing the plan where we switch to humans?" There was a lot of talk.
We're gonna have to switch when we're on the ship, but I mean, unless you have a good reason to switch right now, I think we're trying to be stealthy.
No, I don't have a good reason, but the only thing Xander said was that there's Gleet biofilters to the entrance of the ship.
That gives me a small idea. maybe not to get through the biofilter with everyone, but definitely for getting us out of this room.
Say more?
I might have maybe recorded the nail salon lady.
Interesting. Okay, there's a bathroom that you could go in and morph in, conceivably.
Okay, do you want me to try it?
Oh, shit. If you're comfortable attempting that, we can.
And Dylan's just gonna hop off of her back and scurry over to the bathroom.
Savannah's gonna act as lookout, just to, in case anyone's coming to the bathroom.
Yeah, Dylan, you can slip in there under the door.
And I want to focus on exactly what this lady looked at like everything that she was wearing. I want to focus on every aspect of her.
As you resume your human morph and kind of look in the mirror above the sink in this bathroom, you kind of watch yourself and start to concentrate. And you see your nose start to move in place down a little bit. Your lips thin out a little bit more. They're not as full as your regular lips. Your skin tone starts to change, and your hair, the shaved side, starts to grow in and change color as well. And you are now the nail salon lady.
And I was focusing so hard. Austin, did I get clothes?
You have your morph suit on.
Okay. Yeah, so she's gonna ruffle her hair around a little and take a look at herself, and then she's gonna turn around and flush the toilet and walk out.
And you guys see a stranger.
How do I look?
To be fair, all I can really make out right now is feet up, but different.
You look like you just got done surfing and came to take over the human race.
It's exactly what I was going for. Okay, so do you guys want to crawl on and we'll all go immediately, or do you want me to just walk in there and see if it works out first?
We should probably stay with you, but I can kind of understand where the cockroaches will be able to do that. Matea and I might need to think of a different plan.
Yep, I already thought of it.
The tone concerns me.
Yeah, it's pretty much the only place where there's space. Look, I don't want to talk about it. Let's just do it. And she's going to hold her hands down.
I think Savannah is just going to private thought speak to Matea and be like, Matea, do you know where this is headed?
I'll roll an insight check with Matea. I think I know what
Great.
Jenna's saying, but we'll
Alex
see if
is going to be
does.
so surprised. Savannah is going to be so surprised. I can't wait. This is going to be a delight.
I honestly have no clue.
All right.
She has a plan, though. Let's crawl into her hands.
Okay.
The two mice crawl into your hand.
Cool. Dylan's going to be like, she's going to hold them up to where she's looking at them and be like, I am so sorry. Please forgive me for this for forever. Please. And she's going to cup her hands around them and shove one in one boob pocket and one in the other boob pocket.
Second base.
This nail lady got some big knockers, and it works.
Wow. I don't think you have to have big knockers for the boob pocket, bro.
But it helps, though.
I deadass thought that was Kamren
Okay.
talking in character for a second.
Yeah.
You do feel tiny little legs crawl up your ankle into your morph suit as Kamren and Aximili crawl up the sides.
I hate every part of this.
I feel as though I should apologize. I'm not entirely sure for what.
I mean, I put you there, so I don't know why you would.
It is very comfortable,
Oh, God.
but we cannot see anything.
Okay. I guess I'm just going to go for it. Nobody saw any shoes or anything around here?
Break room, Austin.
Roll a perception check. With advantage, because you've scouted this room for a little while.
There we go. There we go. There we go.
Exactly in your size, orthopedic, whatever shoes you want.
And then I just throw a shirt on too because it just happens to be there.
Yes, there is. There's equipment, like there's some boots for like digging. They dig down here and stuff. And also a lab jacket, gloves if you need them. There's like a hard hat, whatever you want.
No, I think just the coat and the shoes will do. She's everything tied up and nice looking. I mean, she's got on leggings, so.
As you take a deep breath and get to this door on the other side of the room and hit the button. As it slides off, Dylan walks into the next room.
Made in association with Airtime for Nonsense. For more content like this, visit airtimefornonsense.com.